I spoke with the economist Caroline Freund about the challenges facing that country, and this is what she said.
Well, before the political changes, before the protesters came out on the streets, the economy was already not doing so well. So there was a lack of opportunities, especially for young people in the economy. Unemployment was above 10%. So people came out on the street in part because they were frustrated about the lack of economic opportunity in the country, as well as, of course, freedom and dignity. Since the revolution began and since the political changes, what we've seen is a deteriorating economy. So growth, went into the negative territory and then has come back a little bit, but investment is still way down. Tourists have stopped going to the Tunisian beaches. So it's really hard to get the economy back on track.
There's been a lot of talk from the Prime Minister about putting together an independent cabinet of technocrats. And I guess for simple English, that's basically people from the business world, if you will. How's that plan coming along, and what should we expect from that?
Well, they're moving ahead, and in that sense, it's been very different than what we've seen in Egypt, where when times got tough in Egypt, the military stepped in. When times got tough in Tunisia, the elected Islamic leader stepped down. So they're transitioning to a temporary technocratic government, which I think is the right thing to do to try and get some semblance of stability, security, and reduce the uncertainty that is really holding back economic growth.
The youth, are they trained? Is there enough education? Is there enough social security, enough a blanket for them, if you will, that could prevent some of these major protests that we're seeing now across major cities throughout Tunisia?
So even before the revolution, unemployment was, as I said before, above 10%. It's now at 17%, and youth unemployment tends to actually be about double that. So it's really a difficult situation. But it's not a lack of education. Tunisia actually is one of the countries that has higher unemployment rates among the educated youth than among the uneducated youth. So it's not really a problem of education. It's more a problem of kind of long-term structural issues that are very difficult to address. One of these is that workers are lining up for government sector jobs. So that's the attractive place to work. That's where people want to be. But the government sector is not that productive. So what ends up happening is you have a situation where people are lining up for jobs that aren't producing things, so the economy's kind of slowing down.